It's September 2020. Yield farming, DeFi, and crypto in general is going absolutely crazy. There's people that are absolutely crushing it and making huge returns with yield farming. Then there's people that are losing money hand over fist and really battling to make it through this yield farming experience. And then of course there's the third group, people that are going, oh my God, I don't understand this DeFi, I don't understand yield farming, what's going on? If you fall into any of those groups and you know what I'm talking about, smash that like button. Good morning everybody. Now the purpose of this video is I wanted to actually give a warning to all the guys that are doing yield farming or people that are getting into it and discuss some of the more complex topics and how you can lose money without even realizing it, and some of the pitfalls with yield farming, with DeFi, that you need to be made aware of so that you are able to make good decisions. Now I'm going to just use MoonSwap, I keep getting that wrong, MoonSwap as an example because I made a previous video of how I was actually crushing it and making huge returns. Guys, I was wrong. I barely broke even. In fact, I lost money on this project. How did that happen? I'm going to share that with you. Then I'm going to also talk about another project, which is Salmon Swap, which I was very excited about. And the reason I was excited about it is because this is a DeFi project, a yield farming project that is on the Tron network. So I'm exploring alternatives other than Ethereum, because as we all know, the Ethereum fees are exceptionally high and it just makes it unplayable for smaller players. So I was super excited, super pumped to get into SalmonSwap, to use Tron and to see how it works. I'll tell you about my experience with that project. But first, let's get on to MoonSwap. Now with MoonSwap, you invest an amount of Ethereum and an amount of Moon tokens, and you invest this on the Uniswap platform. Watch the video if you're not sure how to do that, because I did give a step-by-step tutorial. And you make amazing returns in Moon coins, which get paid out to you every 15 seconds. If we go here, I'll just have a quick look. You can see the API is 2,723%. Sorry, not the API, the annual percentage yield. So that is what you got. Guys, compared to traditional finance, that is an insane percentage of returns. Now let's go straight onto my farm. As you can see, I've farmed 11.9 Moon tokens, and we'll probably see that figure jumping, and you'll see how I'm actually earning these Moon tokens. It moves every 15 seconds or so, and it just goes up. Then of course you can sell these Moon tokens on Uniswap and take your profits and move them into whatever coin you're comfortable with. In my case, that's normally Ethereum. But let me tell you about the dangers of yield farming in general. Now this is a very complex topic, so I'm going to try and simplify it, because when you hear about it for the first time, it's difficult to understand. So if you don't quite get it, be gentle on yourself, do some research, because it is critical that you understand what impermanent loss is in the DeFi space, because you can actually lose a lot of your capital. When you put money into the liquidity pool, remember you put 50% Ethereum and 50% Moon coins, and that is equally weighted. The smart contract knows one Ethereum is worth probably 120 Moon coins, and that is the ratio that it's going to swap. So if the Moon coin price plummets, the smart contract, it's not connected to an oracle. It doesn't know that the Moon coin has plummeted. So it will allow people to buy your Ethereum at the last price that it knew the Moon coin was. So even though all of a sudden an Ethereum should cost maybe 240 Moon coins, because if the prices drop 50%, the smart contract will allow people to take your Ethereum for 120 Moon coins. That in essence is impermanent loss. The way that these smart contracts and automatic market makers work is with ratios. And the only way that those ratios change is because arbitrageurs constantly take advantage of good deals. So if the price goes up and the Moon coin really gets very expensive, the smart contract doesn't realize and it will sell your Ethereum at the last price it was aware of. I've tried to simplify this. There's a lot more to it, but basically you will lose, and the prices will always correct, but it takes transactions to correct. And while those transactions are happening, that's where you're making your impermanent loss. Now, while it might be good, as you guys can see, this has ticked over. I'm already on 12.014 and it keeps going up, and that's amazing. And I'm selling this and making profits, and I'm looking and going, wow, I'm making tremendous profits, because every couple of hours, if I want, I can simply click the harvest, I can get those coins and I can sell them, and it is free money. It's like a dripping tap of money. But while this is at the front door, at the back door, my capital is being eaten up because the Moon coin has dropped in value and is affecting my capital holdings. Guys, that in a nutshell is impermanent loss, and that is something that you need to take into account when investing or yield farming in schemes like this. Now, one of the things I don't like about MoonSwap is the fact that they do not show you your ratio. So I am now blind. I don't know what the ratio to Moon tokens and Ethereum is. I've looked around. There's nowhere to find it. If I'm wrong about this, guys, drop a comment below and let me into your insight of how you can actually track that ratio. Yes, sure, I know what my liquidity tokens are. I've got 11 tokens, but I don't know what the ratio is, and I don't know how the impermanent loss is affecting my capital. On a lot of the other platforms, like for example YFV, they're nice enough to show you how your capital is and what the ratios are, and you can make decisions accordingly. But with MoonSwap, you're actually flying it blind, and you will only know how many Ethereum you're getting back and how many Moon coins you're getting back at the point of cashing out. Now let's talk about the second project that I was so excited about, SalmonSwap. Guys, I went in and I was experimenting. So fortunately, I took my own advice and I only invested what I was super comfortable with losing. The nice thing about Tron, fees are super low, so you can go in with really small amounts. I invested in a salmon a Tron pool, and I was making good returns. Once again, I was watching it go, and those coins were building, and I was enjoying making those returns. Then I looked at the site, and yesterday I looked at it again, and the pool was simply gone. And that was really, really very shocking to me. So I went on to the Discord and I went on to the Telegram groups, which on these type of liquidity or yield farming sites is a very good place to get some really good insight. And the guy said, hey, you had to withdraw your tokens yesterday. You were given warning. Now, apparently in the Discord group, there was a 3-day warning. I did not see it because I wasn't in the group. On the site, I was there less than 24 hours ago before the termination time, and I did not see any warning. Now, it might have been me. I might have just simply missed the warning, but I'm reasonably good at these type of things. And if someone like me can miss that warning, I know, because in the Telegram group, there were thousands of people that also missed the warning and have lost their funds. Guys, this is what we talk about when we say DeFi is risky. Our funds are totally lost. They're in the hands of the developers now. And those developers will give those tokens back. In other words, our Tron tokens and our Salmon tokens, but they will only give them back in a week or two's time because they are upgrading the contract. And now they cannot stop the contract, so it's generating these Salmon coins, and these Salmon coins are being pumped into our ratios on the Just Swap pool, and the impermanent loss will probably eat up the entire value of the Tron, and we will get out a couple of Tron and a huge amount of these Salmon tokens that will basically be worthless. So very disappointed in SalmonSwap. I think that the developers acted in an absolutely incompetent way, not allowing the community enough time to make the withdrawals. And I'm sure there's going to be some backlash with this because it was just done in a ridiculous way. I personally lost all my money. Fortunately, it was only a small amount, and that is not what upsets me. What upsets me is the way that this project was handled and the decisions that the developers made that caused people to lose money. Guys, these are my warnings. Just to summarize, with yield farming, you have to be aware of impermanent loss. You have to understand impermanent loss. If you don't know what impermanent loss is, be super cautious. In fact, you have no business yield farming if you do not understand this concept. What I like to do is I like to make sure that the two coins, the 50-50 ratio, are coins that I believe in, coins that I'm happy to hold. So if I've got Bitcoin and or wrapped Bitcoin and wrapped Ethereum, that is a pool that I'm super comfortable. Of course, if you've got stable coins, DAI and USDT, that is a very safe pool to be in, because impermanent loss is going to have almost zero effect on your capital. But if you've got Ethereum and some random coin, Moon or Kokololo coin, or whatever the case is, and you don't want to be left with a bag of these rubbish coins because your Ethereum has been drained out and you've got just these junk coins that have dropped in value and worth basically nothing, yet on the front side you're earning good profits, beware of that. Impermanent loss, a very, very risky thing if you've got junk coins on the one side balancing out your Ethereum. Guys, I hope you heed these warnings. Everyone that is crushing it, that is making huge amounts of money in this DeFi space, if they're totally honest with you, I believe they would actually say that there's one or two projects where they got absolutely slaughtered on and lost a lot of money. I personally am really up overall with DeFi and with yield farming, but one or two projects I really have taken some losses. That's it from me, guys. I'm out.